Well, as always, hello from Southern Ontario, Canada. It is February 16th. So, in reply to a question I had from Pennsylvania, I believe, what is the sentiment in Canada regarding, the famous Charlton Heston quote, "You have to pry them from my cold, dead hands"? Those are the items I'm going to speak about today. Forgive me censorship and cue words with you know what I mean. Now, this is just my opinion, based on observation. I have no hard data. I wouldn't expect to find any were I to pursue it. And let me just say, these three distinctive groups I'm going to talk about here in Canada, I'm not a participant in any of them. With a channel like mine, 3 years now, it would be unwise, I think you'll agree. So again, opinion here, not much hard fact. So in the first group, we have the legal registered owners. Okay, that's, everybody knows what that entails. Now, sales to these people have just rocketed in an increasingly steep curve over the last 3, 2, and 1 year. This can be seen when you go in a Canadian Tire store. At least here in Southern Ontario, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, the whole alleyway. They used to have a little niche, now the whole alleyway is full of these items, and sales are brisk. Leads one to speculate, why would sales be up in an item that the government has stated they don't want you to have and are going to take away? I'll just leave it at that. I don't think that they're speculating that they'll make a profit when Big Brother comes to confiscate said items. Meanwhile, PZV sales and P&Es have gone up, although I have no statistical data on that, and I don't think I need to go down that avenue any further. You're picking up what I'm putting down, right? Excuse me. Then we have what I'll call the black market. Canadian rednecks who, they inherited them, they sit in collecting dust in a closet, and all along they've said, why would I pay the government to possess these things? The guy might have one for ducks, one for deer, one for varmints, and one for targets, and they see very little use. Possession, I guess, is increasingly criminal, but they don't consider themselves criminal, nor are they involved in true criminal activity, which I'll come to in a moment. I just want to say before I get to the criminal activity, the price of the items that these other items consume, in and out, there's a black market for that, because if you don't have all your paperwork, you can't go to Canadian Tire and buy those little expendable things. So say they're worth $1, I don't know what they're worth, but say they're worth $1, you got to get a buddy who's got paperwork to go get them. Maybe he'll get them for you for free, or maybe on the black market you pay twice the value. Now, when we come to the criminal market and the criminal element, now here Trudeau has accomplished some serious economic stimulus. Oh, sorry, I got just a little ahead of myself. Let me go back to the black market, because I discovered this recently. Don't ask me how. But the recent arrivals in Canada, the ones that Trudeau imports to buy votes, they'll buy anything. Anything and everything. Size, shape, and description does not matter. Excuse me. So the price of these items on the black market has gone up from double to fivefold. The rednecks, who want to perhaps accumulate more, whatever their thinking is there, they'll pay twice what said item was worth, like kind of conventionally. you know, something that sold in a Sears catalog for $89.95 all through the 70s. It's always been worth $100, you know. Now they're worth $200 or $300 to the rednecks, but the new recent arrivals will pay like $500 or just about anything within reason. Same thing with the little things that said items consume. I was kind of taken aback to discover that recently. And how much of that's going on, well, one can only guess, right? So now we move to the criminal market, where, again, Trudeau has accomplished some serious economic stimulus. There is some data available on this. I didn't really want to research it for obvious reasons. But we know activity has multiplied hugely, you know, in smuggling, sales, and activity. And in that market, I would say that the prices have gone from 5 to 10-fold. It's become quite lucrative, very attractive. No minimum mandatories, Bill C-75. Good work, Trudeau. Excuse me, again, we know why he did that. So anyways, in the criminal market, I mean, anything goes. You know, a Saturday night special to a Monday morning rattler. You know what I mean? The thing rattles and it'll bite you like a rattlesnake. And to try it out, you're like, oh, that one's defective. Oh, that hurts. Big market for all of that. So, I don't know if that clarified anything on the Canadian sentiment on ownership here in Canada, but that's kind of my speculative opinion based on what little I see. And by what little I see, I mean mostly, well, I spend a lot of hours every day on my channel, right? So, and personally, some people ask me things. What do you know about this? Well, I'm supposed to know because I have a channel. I don't know. What do you know? But very little direct information, again, from each group, as I don't participate in any of them. But that's my take on things. And thanks for asking.